Do you ever feel lost or stuck in life? Maybe you're facing a tough business decision. Maybe you're in a relationship that seems to be going nowhere, and you're just not sure what to do. Or perhaps you're going through a major life-changing transformation and need some guidance. There's no reason to face life's obstacles alone. Mari Rose is a life intuitive, author, and teacher, helping to bring new light to your rapidly changing world. She's here for you, to channel guidance to assist you in navigating your daily life with a renewed sense of clarity, empowerment, and joy. For a personal reading with Mari Rose, call her at 702-807-6495. That's 702-807-6495. Or you can visit her on the web at mari-rose.com.
Welcome to Change Your Layers, Change Your Life, your home for learning about an enlightened approach to self-awareness and the art of higher consciousness. Now here's your host, Mari Rose.
Welcome back to Change Your Layers, Change Your Life with Mari Rose. Today we have some wonderful topics, but I want to let you know what I do. I'm a life intuitive. I channel guidance to help you, assist you through navigating through daily life or finding some clarity. So you can always give me a call for a personal reading, kind of help you with this. My lectures, my talks are all about kind of healing humanity and helping us connect to that intuitive, insightful way, and just the way the Creator kind of created us. So, and today's topic is about learning how to control your destiny. Who wouldn't want to know this? We have been going through a lot of processing, a lot of healing these days. The process of a new consciousness occurring, the emotions that we've been going through. We're feeling very divided in this time. Maybe it's unleashing some anger, some hatred. I have personal experience. I have been in friendships they're angry at each other and they're yelling back and forth, and it's crazy. And I try to stay out of it just because it's their drama, their emotions that they're going through, but it's occurring. Maybe it's that part of that deep healing that we're in, and we're trying to disconnect from that, but we just don't know. We're feeling very vulnerable. The feeling of the changes that are occurring. Anytime there's change, there's a lot of things going on, and we're feeling vulnerable. It doesn't feel comfortable the way we used to experience life, and it's changing. So the vulnerability is there. My life is different. Oh yeah, I'm feeling uncomfortable because it's not the same habit that we've been, every day to day, production, everything that is occurring is not something comfortable for us. So vulnerability, but it's part of everyone. Collective energy everywhere. It's happening in different forms, different fashions. And many people say, "Oh, there's nothing wrong with me. I have no fear. I have no pain. My life is happy." But how about if we need to move forward and we're finding some obstacles? Well, we'll talk about that. Maybe it's something provoking within us. It's examining what we're doing, the vulnerability. Maybe we're feeling more compassionate. The compassion that we have to maybe heal other people, to be there for them is really occurring. Maybe we have hatred and we need to express some communication. We are looking for the sense of purpose. How in the world am I going to change, or what can I do? I'm in a job that I necessarily do not like, or a place in my life that I'm hating, or I want change. So we're looking for a purpose. Maybe it could ignite something within you. Maybe it's helping to help others or clear away fear, anger, new relationships, whatever it is. So you're feeling vulnerable because of that. So accept it. We're all feeling this way. The only advice that I give you right now, let's start to breathe. Breathing is very, very important. Let's start to breathe and make sure that we have enough of, energy in our body to kind of keep going. Take care of your health. It's very important to start with the basics: sleep, eat, health, and emotional energy that's occurring. Vulnerability, just go for it. It's something that is there before you so you can heal. That's part of that consciousness that's occurring. Be responsible for the individuals that surround you. Maybe work relationships, personal relationships. Who are you hanging with? Oh yeah. Now we're making sense, because a lot of times we're now shifting and changing, new friendships, new people, or we're bringing new relationships into our life, and that's okay. Does it work for you? Not work for you? Is it to your best good? Now, we have to be able to transcend and make the effort to create an environment that's suitable for a new change. And it's something we're manifesting. Are we manifesting from the ego, or are we manifesting from a place of peace and and giving and loving? It's important because time is very, very essential. The time that we're using right now is important. Begin with, don't perceive any circumstances that are out there. What are we doing? I expect this to happen, or I expect that to happen. And that's something that's going to really kill us in this journey. But you have the power to change it. It's all up to you. It's not to an organization. It's not up to your friends, your family. When I'm loved, then I can change. No, no, no. It's all up to you. It's your power, and don't separate yourself from yourself, because a lot of us are doing that. If I don't pay attention to what's happening, then somebody will take care of it, or it's going to just suddenly change for me, and that doesn't always happen. It's something that we have to really consciously be aware. And how are we perceiving things around us? A lot of times I've run into a lot of healers, and they say, I am transforming. There's a lot that's happened. I've changed careers. I'm now on a spiritual journey. But great for you. But are your circumstances changing? No, it's not about the circumstances that change. Maybe I'm still living in my same house. Maybe I still have the same relationship. But things are occurring because I'm making that change. It's the attitude you have towards them. The attitude will create a new paint job in your house, a new relationship. Maybe you start talking to that person differently. It's not about completely throwing out your wardrobe and getting a new change of clothing. It is about changing the attitude you have towards life. So I have been doing that myself. My old clothes, I'm bringing them back in, but I'm looking at them a little bit different. So, you call things to yourself. Are you willing to accept it? And you take responsibility? And again, use time wisely. It's very important to do that. Perhaps you're looking at the world with a lot of hate. I am pissed off at the world because they didn't provide me with enough money, or I got bypassed at this position, or I don't have a relationship, or I'm lonely. Or are you looking at life lovingly and caringly? Because that's the way we're looking at ourselves. The images that we're projecting out are the things that we feel about ourselves. And that's very important to understand this, because the more hate that I put out, the more jealousy I put out, the more hate and jealousy will reflect back into my energy, because it's part of that collective energy. We're all here together to complete the cycle. And if I help you, you're helping me, because we're both healing at the same time. We're both connecting in that higher level. This is a new paradigm. The old one is about me, 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 me. It's about who cares what people think. I'm going to achieve that goal. And now it's a new paradigm. How can I help myself? How can I get rid of some of these fears that are around me? How can I move forward and create this wonderful business venture that I'm in, but you have some hang-ups and you don't know why? But that's what I'm here to do, is to help you identify those. And you can always give me a call. Maybe you need someone to forgive you. Or you need to forgive someone else. So, we need to set ourselves free. We really stop imprisoning yourself in the way you do things and you're creating things. Or perhaps you're looking for love to show up outside of you. Oh, Mr. Right just came in. Mrs. Right just came in. Oh, that perfect job. Oh, the relationships that I have with people, they're coming to me. So that way it could trigger a response, so that way I can love myself and others. It doesn't happen outside of you. It happens within you, and you make the change. So let's start working with that connection of where you are. How can I love myself more to reflect the energy and mirror the image that I have that's going to come to me and help me understand my career, my love for the life that I have, to save the children or save myself in some way in bettering myself, because it's part of that collectiveness. A lot of times we're feeling lonely. Why do you feel lonely? It's because you don't remember the power of love. Being lonely means that there could be a stray cat that's coming in, and you fall in love with the cat, and you're extending. You have that power to change things. But many times we don't see it that way. Or feeling alone. You've only limited yourself to extend the love if you're feeling it alone. So those are nice little hints of saying, okay, I'm very lonely. I'm by myself. I do not interact with anyone. But the reason we do that is because maybe we're taking time for ourselves, but we're looking for something different. And we're looking for inner happiness. Perhaps we want to get out of our little cave and we want to go venture out to meet the neighbors. Do it. Time is too short. Time is an essential part of what we're experiencing now, and it's moving extremely, extremely fast. And so we're going through different dimensions, different times, different consciousness, and those things are just thinking differently. Those words mean to think a different thought in a different vibration, in a different form, and that's what those are. Just trying to clarify that. Many times we have to cultivate habits, and those habits are, what choices do I have to make? It's something to do with your mind and your body, and you have to take responsibility. Your mind creates it, and your body responds to it. I am angry, so I'm going to lash out at someone, and your body reacts. My mind is the ego, and the ego says I don't like myself. I'm too big to go out to meet anyone, or I'm too thin to be meeting anyone, and so we criticize ourselves. So cultivate good habits about what you're doing, how you're doing it, and don't set any conditions. You expect people to behave a certain way with you, or interact with you in a certain way. There's no conditions that you have to expect from, not even from yourself. Just go with it. Just meet it. Sometimes we have to meet forgiveness, or we have to judge someone, or they're judging us, or you're judging them, and maybe if she doesn't like me because I have green hair. Okay, well then that's part of that judgment. We're placing judgment upon that person already before we walk into a room. So, and I'm giving you some name analogies so that way you can kind of comprehend. So those things don't need necessarily be resolved, but you need to be okay with them and kind of remove them and understand them. That's how I come in, and that's how I help you understand. Do I have too much judgment? Am I judging myself? Because sometimes we don't see the force that's in front of us, and so that's just a kind of a hint. Let's move through that force. Let's walk through it, and let's venture into whatever that we're experiencing. It's your choice. Love, it's going to be love or fear. It's simple. Love or fear. Would you rather live in fear or love? So, a lot of times we say to ourselves, if something outside of me, it's something inside of me, or outside of me that's changing. That's what's occurring. Something, I don't know what it is, the drama, the anger, the fear, then I can love. But we have to use time wisely. It's not really what's happening outside of me, it's what's happening inside. What you see today is what's happening tomorrow, or it's happening later this afternoon, or whatever what you've created. Acknowledge that you're helpless. Stop the ego. A lot of times we want to be the rescuers. We want to be the king and the queen, the prince that comes, shining armor, or the perfect mother. I'm helpless. I need help sometimes. I need to find that, I don't know everything, and maybe I allow someone to educate me. Many times we'll experience maybe finding out what the molecules are like, the atoms are like out in this world, and we have no idea how to describe it or how it's occurring. The universe is, building, galaxies upon galaxies. How do we do that? You have to approach life through a little bit of ignorance, a little bit of innocence. So in doing that, it gives up the expectations. Many of us have been brought up in households where the parents say, you have to know. You have to know, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, because it makes you sound stupid, or it makes you sound ignorant. And then the boys and the girls are brought up expecting that they have to perform at any given time and come up with the perfect words and knowledge and information because they're judging themselves that they don't know enough. It's the same place, in that place of ignorance, that place of innocence. That's the same place that we came from. Wow, can you just imagine or fathom the fact that we came from from the galaxies and how we're created in that spiritual way. A lot of us will say, I know how I came from. My mama and my daddy had passionate love, and this is where I've arrived. Well, good for you, but do you know how things actually occur and why you're here on this planet? That's a mystery to me, and that's how you need to look at life. What is the mystery, and how is the mystery being created? That relationship is a mind and spirit relationship. The mind creates it, and the spirit reacts, or the spirit's in there to ignite the body, and the mind now creates it. So it's very important to kind of connect to that energy and understand it, and that's what hopefully I'm here to help you with. There's a lot of obstructions here in your environment, and the obstructions that you're dealing with are created by fear. I'm too short, too tall. I don't have enough information, and so I can't produce something original. So I'm going to steal information from others to make it my own. Well, be careful with that, because you will fail and you will crumble. Because when you're in peace and you really truly open your heart and connect to yourself and find that inner joy, that information, that knowledge will be given to you. Not having to steal from other people to make you more fabulous and make you to produce a wonderful book that you're writing. You have to see something living inside you. We see that as something living inside you. It's not living you. And it has to be, you have to feel awareness. And then you become the witness of life living as you. Okay? So surrender the grip and what you created, and the creative energy is going to flow through you. It's something that's meant to be. It's something that's already set into the energy of the world. We'll talk about that another time, because that's another topic. The body, don't forget, the body is a tool to fashion and shape. How are you going to fashion and shape your day and your tomorrow? And what tools are you going to be taking to do that? Mastery, and many of us will say, I'm in the process of being a master at whatever it is, but have you released all the attachments, all the fears, all your dreams, the illusions that you've created in the past? So let's start to understand ourselves so we can help each other, because we're part of that collective. And wonderful. I think we have a caller. Who's calling?
Hi, it's Denise.
Hi, Denise. How are you doing today?
I'm doing okay. How about you?
I'm doing fabulous. What's your question, honey?
Right now, I'm just struggling with my relationship, and I'm not quite sure what to do about it.
Okay. What's his name?
It's actually a female, and her name's Angie.
Angie. Okay. Are you living together or something? I feel like that there's some kind of you're thinking about moving out or disconnecting within 2. I hear numbers. Okay.
We do not live together.
Okay. There's a feeling of disconnection in 2. Will you move out? And I hear yes. That's the word that I'm hearing.
Okay.
You'll disconnect from her in the next 2. Let's see what else is happening. A lot of times I'm also picking up, Denise, is that you're feeling like you're questioning what else can I, is there something better? Is there something that is that needs to change? Is something that I need to find that's personal fulfillment in some way? And that's what I'm sensing about you right now. You're about to make a change in 2. And you can't move forward. The fear of moving forward is difficult for you. Interesting. What is it? Let's look to see what that is. It's something that has also been for many past relationships or your past. It's been difficult for you to move forward in things in your life. Okay? The feeling of disconnection. There was a big time in your life that there was fear of moving forward, disconnection of some sort. Let's see when it starts. Around age 10. Father, no, it looks like a mother situation. Why did you feel abandoned about that time? Are you still there, honey?
Yeah, I'm still there. At age 11, my parents actually did get divorced.
Okay, yeah, because about that time. Okay, what's happening now? Let me help you understand this. Is that as a child we have a perception of whatever may have been, the feeling of disconnection, the feeling of abandonment, the feeling of no one was there for us, and we carry that perception into relationships. And in this relationship that you're in with this woman, it's difficult for you to move forward in whatever decision that you want to make, because it brings you back to the child's perception at about 10 or 11 years old. Okay, so that's some emotional kind of thing that you're going through right now. It's difficult, and the decisions are difficult for you to change and shift and see it in a broader way, because it's taking you back to your childhood perception about that time, the place of abandonment. What will happen if I have changed? What will happen? That little girl that's feeling insecure, that's feeling abandoned. And you're devastated with making change. Does that make sense to you?
Yes, it does.
Okay, that's where it's stemming from. That's where it's coming from. And the reason I'm bringing this up is because you're thinking about it, and we've reached the time in this lifetime where now, once you bring it up into your forefront of your mind, then you're healing it, you're transcending it, you're shifting it, you're changing it, because you're thinking of the pain, it's releasing, and I'm bringing it to your memory, and now you can go back and go, okay, the reason I'm feeling this is because of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever it may have happened. And that's going to help you decide what you need to do with this relationship. Because it's wearing you down, and I can feel it in my heart. I'm an empath. I really feel this heaviness. So we're going to do a little clearing for you when we get off, and I'm going to send a little beautiful light. And I hope this helps to help you shift and change, because you're about to do that. And are you going to be in this relationship? No. 2 more, and they'll be gone. And will it come back? Yes, but in a different light. You often come and go with this woman. I don't know if you're breaking up or coming back, but that's what I'm also sensing and feeling. If it hadn't been the past, it could be something in the future. This is a long-term relationship, and I hear no. Okay? So thank you for calling me, and come back next week. Okay, you're welcome, sweetie.
Thank you so much.
Bye-bye, honey.
Bye.
Do you have another caller?
No, there was 2.
Okay, wonderful. So, well, I'm glad that you came to Change Your Layers, Change Your Life. We do have another caller? Okay, we have one more caller. Hello, caller.
Yes, hello.
Hi. We had another caller before you, which is I'm glad my phone lines are busy. What kind of question do you have?
Well, I've been trying to help my brother for a number of years now, and it seems he's just going through a rough spot in his life, and I want to do something to help him, but I'm just not sure how to do so. It seems like every time I help him, he just ends up in the same place, and I'd just like to know if there's any way I could help him, maybe to help himself.
Okay, first of all, when I picked up, when you were talking about your brother, I really felt it was a drama queen for some reason. That's the energy that I've picked up, and that's what I just heard. Second of all, if he can't help himself, it's like a drug addict. If he doesn't want to let go of the drug, then there's nothing you can do. All you can do is give him advice. But he also may be going through the change right now, the feeling of there is a lot that's going on. The consciousness is shifting and changing so rapidly. And is it visible to us? Do we see, rainbow skies and beautiful flowers? No, that's not what we're experiencing. It's that mental, emotional energy that's shifting. And things are going to shift in a big way, but it's a gradual change. So your brother may be feeling that quick change. It's almost like the feeling of universe saying, brother, you need to shape up or ship out. And he gets further into his darkness. But it's the feeling that the universe is going to say, you're going to be homeless soon. And you're going to be without a job if you don't decide to get out of this deep sense of depression and dependency. Make sure that he doesn't make you dependent upon him. Because I feel like that part of that feels like he's wanting someone to come in to rescue him. I don't know what that's about. He also still has some self-doubt, some judgment. He's not good enough. He's not this. He's not that. He really has layers and layers. And that's why I call this my show, Change Your Layers, Change Your Life, of emotion that he hasn't processed. There's going to be some big shift. He's going to be moving out of his home, possibly within 2 that I feel and sense. And there's going to be a big shakeup in the next one for him. It could be a day, a week, a month, a year, or January being the first of the month, the first month of the year, because I hear numbers. And then I feel like that he kind of has his feet on the ground. So all you have to do is when you do speak to him and he's in that place of devastation, and you need to say to yourself, because he wouldn't understand and he would feel that you're being rather condescending, because he feels a little shaky right now. I would say, thank you, brother, and maybe say it to yourself, thank you. And the reason you're saying thank you is because you're acknowledging that you feel insecure that he may do something to yourself, but it's also acknowledging your fear of his health and his inability to take care of himself. But it's also going to so it's acknowledging your fear, but it's also thanking him to bring that awareness into your energy so both of you can heal. So thank you. I acknowledge you for that insecurity, and not necessarily say it out loud, but maybe say it to yourself. Okay, wonderful. Thank you for calling.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Well, Change Your Layers, Change Your Life with Mari Rose. Stay tuned for next week. New topic. Call in. Bye-bye.
Do you ever feel lost or stuck in life? Maybe you're facing a tough business decision. Maybe you're in a relationship that seems to be going nowhere, and you're just not sure what to do. Or perhaps you're going through a major life-changing transformation and need some guidance. There's no reason to face life's obstacles alone. Mari Rose is a life intuitive, author, and teacher, helping to bring new light to your rapidly changing world. She's here for you, to channel guidance to assist you in navigating your daily life with a renewed sense of clarity, empowerment, and joy. For a personal reading with Mari Rose, call her at 702-807-6495. That's 702-807-6495. Or you can visit her on the web at Mari, M-A-R-I-Rose.com.